Okay, so just to back up, I'm Jacqueline. This is our Sunday afternoon study hall, and I am going to go over just some quick hits about how important it is for you to get organized as you are modifying your PBS towards getting Google Ads. Okay, we kind of discussed it's important for you to know and understand what emails you are working in. I told you I have like 7. So I have some information that's in my Google Drive that's under Jacqueline at mybellavia.com. I have other information that is in my Jacqueline Bellavias at gmail.com. And then I have other documents for my business and all my advertising that is in Shop, Learn, and Thrive, which is my PBS. So first and foremost, I know many of you have many emails. You have to know where you're going to house this stuff for each task you are going to do. You could have just one email and put it all in there. It was easier for me to break out different things for different tasks I was doing. You do not have to do that. You have to just know that you need to get some sort of organization, okay? So when I get ready to start modifying my PBS, whether I'm going to go copy a page that Rory did or whether I am going to create my own page, I typically have everything up, meaning I am going to know that once I finish, I'm going to add my link and what page it is to my personal place of where I keep track of all of my links. This is my responsibility. And once I did this is when I got Google AdSense, okay? This is just my personal sheet. Whenever I do a new page, whether it's a floating page or whether it's in a category, I add it to this list, okay? The next thing I do is I have my PBS open, and whether I am going to start a new page or copy a page, I'm ready and I have it ready to go. In addition to that, I have my ad posting information. I track every single ad that I post. So I have another page for tracking my ad postings. Okay, y'all have seen Roy do this. It does not matter what your categories are as long as you know how to track them. I have every single ad that I have ever placed in this document, okay? So I have started with January because we're going to be talking about the page that I did this morning. I have already copied this page from Roy's site, modified this page, put it in my offer link so that I know that I have a new page, and I have already advertised this page this morning. I'm finished. Does that make sense? Okay, so how I started this morning was I got in my PBS and I went and opened Rory 3. That's where he does a lot of the new new pages for us to go grab, okay? So I simply went to Rory's site and I watched the training yesterday, so I knew that he had named the page, and that's why it's very important for you to be on the trainings with him, guys. I knew that he named his page Employee Retention Credit. It was ERC. So I went in because it's not always attached to his menu. A lot of this, once you get your PBS up and done, a lot of these pages are floater pages. So if I went in here and tried to find his page, I would never find it. I have to know what he called the page so I can search for it. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right. So I went in and I searched ERC. And when I searched his site for ERC, his page came up right there. I simply copied his work, which you are allowed to do. You just have to modify his work. So if you're not a good writer and you don't know how to start a page from scratch, use his information, just modify it. So I went in, and I'm going to go do this again, but I went in and I copied his work. I went back to my dashboard. I went to my pages, all pages, and I'm going to add a new page. I don't know why my page is all of a sudden gigantic, but it is. I must have hit a button a long ago. But anyway, I simply hit the right button and I pasted his information in my page. Okay, I'm not publishing yet, but I'm going to go through. I am going to add a title. You can keep it the same as his if you choose to do that. Or if you want to use a different keyword, you're welcome to do that. I chose to name my page Employee Retention Credit. So I changed it from his, okay? So my keyword for this page is Employee Retention Credit, okay? So that's what my slug's going to be. Then I went through, and I'm not going to do this because I've already done it, but I went through and I modified every paragraph. I went into the Cash Network Direct. I'll show you how I did that. I went into, I have that saved. It is under all of my affiliates. I simply logged in. I opened a new tab. Make sure you always open a new tab. I went into all of my affiliates. I know this one is Cash Network Direct. I have it saved with RoboForm. Many of you struggle with what emails you use for what. Make sure you have a password protection so it saves all this stuff for you. I use RoboForm. I go into Cash Network. I went to Offers. I went to the second page in Offers, and there is the ERC offer. I clicked on it. I went to Tracking Links, and I grabbed my link. That's my link. Every one of you have your own unique link, okay? I simply copy it. I went back. So now everywhere that Rory had a link, I just take his link out and put my link in, okay? I do that first because guess what? I don't want to have to keep going back to Cash Network Direct. I've got my link right there. I'm going to open it in a new tab and I'm going to save. So I got my link for this page right there, okay? So you all know how to modify. You have to modify every sentence, every paragraph. The way that I recommend, if you are not comfortable modifying, you read his article completely so that you kind of understand what he's talking about, okay? And then you start to modify, all right? When you get to the pictures are not going to be where they're supposed to be. So you just simply click on the picture and you align it to the right. And when you do, probably because it's too big, I don't know, make it a little bit smaller and then align it to the right. And that's how you get it into your paragraph. And then, you know, Google doesn't like them big. So you kind of make them, I usually use anywhere between 250 and 300. And then I'll grab the other one. And just like Rory's, you go look at Rory's page. All I'm doing is matching his page to make sure mine kind of looks like his. okay? He knows what he's doing. Follow him. If you want to change the pictures, if you don't have Google AdSense yet, by all means, change the pictures or move them around, whichever's easiest for you, okay? I have Google AdSense, so many times I just use the pictures that he has, but until you do that, you may want to change the pictures. We have a plethora of pictures in the corporate Dropbox. If you don't have that, get with your instructor, they can get you that. But at a minimum, I would move the pictures, switch them up, take this picture and put it at where this one is and take this picture and put it up there, okay? So once you modify the page, right? We're finished modifying, we've checked our Yoast, we have green and green, and I'm gonna go show you the page. Obviously, I'm not gonna redo this page, but I'm showing you how I copied the page into my system so that I could modify, okay? Once I was finished, I'm gonna go to all pages. I'm not gonna save this because I've already done it. That was simply just to demonstrate to you that I went to Rory's system and got it into my system. So when I finished the page in my system, I went, I've got the page done. Okay, so I worked this page this morning. If you look at my page, it looks, if you read mine and compare it to Rory's, my page is 100% modified from his, okay? So I finished my modification of the page, and now I'm ready to advertise the page. But before I just go out there and advertise, I do two things. Remember I told you I have a page in my Google Doc that I keep every one of my pages so I account for them and I know where they are in my system. So I grabbed the link off of this page, okay? I went to my categories. I didn't put it in a category, it's a floater page. And you see how many pages I have, guys. This is what y'all are gonna end up with, okay? Right here, I added it. Employee retention credit. I created this page today. That is the link for the page. I also advertised this page today, and it is a floater page in my system. Every time I do a new page, it goes on this document. I know where everything is. I can find everything, okay? So once I have this done, I'm ready to advertise my page. Well, guess what? I got my link right there, and I can go set up my advertising. So I went into, I keep all of my advertising in my Google Doc for Shop, Learn, and Thrive. Shop, Learn, and Thrive is my business. So I keep all my advertising in Shop, Learn, and Thrive, okay? I go to my drive, and guess what? I have a page for every time I advertise. Y'all have seen Sheila do this. Y'all have seen Rory do this. All I did was I went in and I set up a document to post my ad today. I did this just this morning. I know that what my business is. I know, but guys, it's all about consistency. So every time I go set up a page that I'm going to advertise, I do the same thing. If you go look at any of those other folders, they are set up the same exact way. This is for Shop, Learn, and Thrive. I am the business owner. That's the email that's going to go into the ad. That is the phone number that's going to go into the ad. This is where I'm going to post my ad. This is the ad title, and there's the ad body. That's the link I'm going to use, and that's the pictures I'm going to use. All of that was done this morning before I went to advertise. I do that for every single time, okay? Because that keeps me in control of knowing what I'm advertising, when I'm advertising it, when I'm advertising, okay? So now I'm ready to go advertise. Well, guess what? I also have all of my ad posting sites bookmarked. This is a US only ad. I can't do this in Mexico, can't do it in Italy, I can't do it in Germany, I can't do it in the UK. This is US only. So I know that when I go in, even though I have all of these places, I'm going to go to my United States ads first because that's where I'm going to post, okay? I did hot web ads. I wonder if I can split this so you can see the ad tracking along with it. Sometimes you can do a screen by screen, you know what I mean? Just trying to show you. I've already advertised them, so I don't want to re-advertise them. But when I go to my posting links, I wanted to show you the ad. So I went to hot ads first, right? I went to hot web ads. This is the United States ad that I use. I can go click right here and show you the ad that I wrote. That ad is advertised in every state in the United States. I've had 7 views on this ad this morning. Okay. Once I write the ad, I put it in my tracking, so I have it. I have written ads in US Net for this morning. This ad's had 9 views. Okay. So once I, excuse me, I post the ads, I'm finished. So there is a methodology to what we're trying to teach you, and it's a couple of steps. If you're organized in this manner, you will copy or write the product article. You will change your links, get your links from your affiliate, change your links in the article. You will keep track of your pages. You will go to your ad sites and advertise your pages and keep track of your ads. It's 5 things that you're doing over and over and over. But if you're not organized and can grab this stuff, you're going to be fumbling around for hours, and it is going to be very frustrating to you. So that's what I do when I sit down to do a new page and advertise. Now, sometimes, and if you listen to Sheila, Sheila advertises her pages every day. She sets an hour or 30 minutes to an hour to do ads. Guess what? Before Sheila sits down, Sheila has her ads ready to go before she ever gets into any of this. It is very important that you are organized or you are going to be frustrated. And that's all I got. I'm going to open it up for questions, but I'm going to stop the recording before we do so.